big white room.
Big white room.
I'm
Mine. Big white room.
When I'm sitting here so scared,
Wow, you're insane. Your technique is unreal.
Oh my goodness.
Like the way you flip from head to chest, mad. Mad.
Thank you. You're my favorite concert. I mean, Anita Baker,
Anita Baker's insane.
Anita Baker's so good. Like, when I went to see you live, I just stood there and videotaped frozen. I couldn't believe this voice was coming out. I was just like, I talked to you.
It was my last show, right? Was it New York or LA?
No, the one here in LA.
LA, yeah. It was 11/11.
We took a picture. Oh, it was great. You just like, the whole audience was taken and just transcended to a whole different place.
The most important thing that I really want people to know, and I think I could almost let people know more than I do, is I'm such a people person. Like the show is not like, here I am. Like there's moments of that, because people want they want that like thing, but like I love to connect to people and let them know like I didn't ever start to make music and sing songs for any other reason than to just connect to emotion for myself and for other people to understand their own emotions through the stories that I would write from myself for everyone else and myself.
Right.
That's
why
so
every one of your shows is different. You actually vibe off of the audience.
Yeah, we change it up every day, every night. It's all about the energy of the crowd.
Exactly. And you're a comedian. People know, like, you're so hilarious on stage. You're hilarious. You're so funny on stage.
We have to laugh, man. We've got to take the piss out of ourselves. Do you know what that means? Taking the piss out of yourself?
It's very British.
It's like taking the mickey. Is that what you guys say?
Like joking on yourself, like
like taking the piss. It's like take the piss out of yourself. So like the thing with me is like I'm not I'm very sarcastic, but I just like I don't know. I love to look at people. Like I like the crowd to be lit up, which is most people like them like super in the dark and like you can't see them.
Yeah.
If I can't see them, I panic. I'm like I need to be able to make eye contact and like catch a vibe,
Yeah.
But I just like to like take the piss out of people and then take the piss out of me, and I take the piss out of myself. It makes you more comfortable. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Jess.
But I appreciate that, honestly. Like my live show is really my favorite thing to do. So
I know.
I appreciate that you felt it, because me and my crew and my band, we work so hard to make people feel like they've left with something unique for that night. And it not just be like the same show every time.
Exactly. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're home.
I want to do like a night with Jessie and literally just do an acoustic tour. I can just sing and talk and like, I love to talk.
Go wherever that is, I'm going.
I'll be on stage for 4 hours though, just telling stories.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. You remember you came to The Voice and sang Bang Bang. You just...
I did. The most recent one, I sang Bang Bang and I did Not My Ex. Was it that one?
You remember that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then before that was Masterpiece. You know what's so funny? When I look back at old videos, like when you have a big voice and like you really don't have anyone like kind of helping you understand how to navigate it, I was just so intense and aggressive for so many years. And I'm so happy that, like, I know I'm a better singer now than I was 2 years ago.
Right.
Like, I'm constantly practicing. I've never just gone, I'm good. Like, I'm always looking back at, like, my own videos. And, like, I practice every day, whether it's breathing technique or, like, scales, whatever it is. And, like, when I even look back at those kind of performances that were, like, 2 years ago, I'm just, like, I'm so happy that I've grown from them.
I think every singer should improve. There's no...
everybody should improve.
No singer is staying the same. You're either improving or not improving.
Well, your energy comes through your voice. So whatever you're going through, like when I was doing the Rose record, I was in a different place energetically and like emotionally to like the place I was at Sweet Talker. And even to like music I'm making now, it's like your voice is really your, when you're a creative, whatever your energy is in your life reflects in the colors you wear, or what your house looks like, or the friends that you want to be around, or you know, the music you make, the way you sing. And so like
That's so
I'm
true
very
that you
much,
said that.
yeah, I'm very much someone that wears my energy on my voice and my face and my energy. So like my fans know that, like, if I'm pissed off or I'm like stressed, it will come out in my performance in that way, but in a positive way, but like you'll feel it.
Yeah, our talents are here to heal us. I believe that it's
Yeah,
our therapy, and
sure.
it does heal us. That's why it comes out. And people who
Yeah,
don't have an outlet, I feel sorry for that.
no.
Find an outlet, and any talent you have, find it.
No, and for a long time I used to try and box myself into like, this is what Jessie J is and this is how I have to perform. So however I feel, I have to put that aside and like give whatever I think Jessie J is. And I'm like, well, what is Jessie J? Like, why am I even thinking that that's not me? So it's like, you know, the more authentic that I was to how I felt, and like, you know, the energy I had that day, or like anything, and I put that into the first song, whatever it was, the performance became so genuine that I couldn't even run from myself.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's interesting. It's all you. Even if it's a new part of you you're learning.
Exactly.
It's you.
Like I'll come out like and sing Dude, and if I'm emotional, like I remember when I was in China, you know, and those audiences and those experiences are something I'll never forget. They're it's the most unique place I've ever toured in my life, and the energy and the love, and it's just incredible. And I pray that every artist can experience it. You know, there'd be nights I'd go out and I'd feel really like sad and like homesick, you know, and I'd be like, stump, stump, I've arrived. Drop the beat, nasty face while you're looking at me. And it felt real because that's how I felt. Or if I was like in this kind of like spicy, like turn up, you know, I'd be like, stump, stump, I've arrived. Drop the beat, nasty face while you're looking at me. And I'll change it up. And it's like, to me, that's what I've always done. I've lived my music through my energy and my emotions. So like, yeah, I enjoy that ride, you know?
You know, I learned how to sing through like puppets. I was very shy, and I had
I
puppets,
love
and they
that.
had different voices. And I learned my voice as a shy person. I learned my voice through different voices, and I would make different sounds and voices, and I learned sound. And somehow that reminded me of how I grew up by being a different character. The character could mess up, and it didn't reflect on me in a way. So I learned my own voice through other characters.
It's so interesting.
And so it just brings me to that, because I go back to those characters when I'm singing. I love becoming, you know, different thing. I can different thing, and I know my voice well enough to become that thing.
Yeah, and it's about, people always say to me, I mean, I'm sure you get asked the same thing. I get asked two things. The most common two things I get asked is, how do you deal with nerves and what makes you confident? And I'm like, confidence, you just got to pretend you're confident until it feels real.
Yeah.
And like, that's what you know, with the puppets, it's like, you know, you did it because you weren't confident, but it's like, it's almost like talking to yourself as if you're not yourself.
Right, exactly.
You know, and so like, and then over time, those puppets won't be necessary, and it will just become you.
Exactly. And
you know?
Not waiting till you're confident to start singing.
Yeah.
Don't wait, because it doesn't, effective singing doesn't require confidence. Sometimes the lack of confidence that makes you effective. It depends on the song.
100%.
Choose a song that, if you're a singer and you're like, hey, I don't know, I don't feel confident, choose a song that has vulnerability.
Yeah, of course.
Shows some fear.
Yeah. And use it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like when people go, you know, how do you deal with nerves? And I'm like, nerves are the best thing you can have.
That's
like,
so true.
They're the best thing. If you're not nervous, something's wrong, because you're nervous when you go on a date with someone you like. You're nervous when you start your first day at a job that you want. You're nervous when you want to make an impression to like somebody or someone, you know, like nerves mean you care.
Exactly.
And there's a very thin line between
exactly.
Yeah, and there's a very thin line between nerves and adrenaline. And when you team those two things together, you're unstoppable.
And you're a preacher.
Oh, so
you're a preacher, comedian, singer. doctor, healer, like all these things.
No, you know what's so funny? The amount of people that come to me for like health, vocal health, like help.
Yeah.
You know, I'm super like strict in my diet, and like when I'm on tour, I'm very, you know, my health over my life, you know, has been, what's the word? Strength. It's actually strengthened me. You know, I hate to say a battle anymore because I need to find the right word, but all the things that I feel like people can do to their bodies when they don't have something to protect, means that I kind of went around that and actually created a life that was healthier because of the things I had already been given.
Right.
I couldn't like self-sabotage or like self-destruct myself. And sometimes that's frustrating, like, you know, like you want to get turned up or whatever, and I just couldn't. I'd always have to just be disciplined, and then that's become what's actually my biggest power now.
Right, exactly.
You know?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's deep. Oh.
Your darkest parts of you are your biggest lights. You just have to understand them and like know that that's what makes you special. I just want you to sing to me all the time, every night. I'm just gonna phone you and have you sing to me.
Jessie, I will. Are you here in town? Come on.
I will sing every day.
Oh my goodness. You play too. I've seen you play.
No, I can't play. I sit and pretend. Meanwhile, these things are starting to like, it was like a moustache on my head. The moustache on my head. Oh, I can't.
Oh my Jess.
But yeah, can you sing us something else?
Of course.
I've just turned this into yours now. It's on my live, but you can sing. I've made myself a quesadilla, so I'm just gonna eat that while you sing.
God, you can call. I'll send a song. This one's work. This one's war. Ooh, it's hard on the man. Now it's hard, it's over. And now starts the cry of a father. I know you've got a little life in you left. I know you've got a lot of strength left. I know you've got a little white left. Simply crying about it, just can't let it go. Simply hoping that I can't stop thinking. All the things we should have said that we never said. All the things we should have done that we never did. All the things we should have done, but I do not just make it go away.
I'm like,
read my mind, you make me feel just fine. When I think my peace of mind is out of reach. The scales are sometimes unbalanced, 'cause they